This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra or Cialis. Blue Chew is made in the USA. It is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the door or doctor or wait in line. It's even cheaper than the pharmacy, and they prepare and ship it right to you in a discreet package, so nobody knows that you're getting a package for your package. You feel me? If you want to grab this, go to bluechew.com, enter the promo code ISSUES, and you just pay $5 shipping. That's it. That's all you pay. Get it for free. Again, that's bluechew.com, BLUE, chew.com, promo code ISSUES. It's free. You just pay $5 for shipping. Go ahead and pop you a little pill, have a little thrill. You feel me? Again, bluechew.com, promo code ISSUES.
What's up, good people? We are back with another episode of Daddy Issues. Yes, indeed. I'm one of your hosts, Tony Baker. We got Keon Poley in the house. We are still dads.
Still.
And we got another dad in the house this week, Spice Apples.
I ain't got no teenagers, though.
I mean, you will.
Yeah, and in a couple months.
It's coming.
You got multiple teenagers.
Oh, yeah. I got the duo, the teenage duo. Well, Sarain is 20. He'll be 21 in January.
Dang.
Yeah, Spice, so you got like one. A litter, right? You got a bunch of kids, right?
Yeah, a bunch is like 4 now.
Oh, okay.
When you say 4, people are like, oh,
yeah.
That's a bunch in today's world.
4 is a lot nowadays.
4 is like 8
you definitely played past the whistle.
Yeah.
The echo of the Civil War numbers right there. So for those that don't know, what are your demographics on the kid?
Man, I got one boy. He's 12. He's my oldest. Then I got 3 girls. So 10, 9, and 7.
Oh, wow. Back to back.
All A's.
Hey.
So Anthony, Amaya, Amina, Ayana.
Oh, you meant A. Now I thought you meant school. I was like, woo, the grades.
Right.
Yeah, I wish. I wish. Some of them a little bit like me.
Yeah. So your son is Anthony Jr.?
He the 3rd, yeah. I'm
the
Junior.
3rd, okay. Yeah. I thought about Junior and Sarain up with an Anthony Jr.
Yeah.
But I was like, I bailed out. I was like, let me
Why?
get something fresh. I just threw it in the middle name.
Oh, you one of those type?
Yeah, I gave him his fresh moniker. I was like, let me give him something. Give him something fresh. I'll throw me in the middle.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, man.
With my son, man, I think like he wants to kind of like follow in my footsteps and play football, but I really don't want him to play.
Yeah. Why not?
This is one reason. Like my fingers really should not be looking like this. And it's like this is my middle finger like straight. This is my pinky finger straight. Look at my middle finger right here. Like you see how down it is?
Yeah.
Like that's as high as it goes up right there. If I put my fingers, I can't put my fingers on a flat surface. They will not go down. Like I literally have to press them down. That's just one issue. I haven't mentioned my back, my knees, my shoulders, my neck, my ankles, like all of that stuff. I haven't mentioned that. And I just turned 40. Like, but I've been feeling like this in my 20s. Like I don't want him to wake up every morning not knowing like which body part is gonna hurt. So I'd rather him play, if he's gonna play a sport, I'd rather him play like golf or baseball or something like that. Football, man. But I know he's gonna want to play, and I don't want him to resent me. So, when he turned 14, I'll let it be his decision. But I know he's gonna want to play.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Man, that's hard. And you showed him the fingers, right?
Everything. I don't talk to him like he a little boy. I talk to him like he a man because I'm raising him to be a man. So I don't talk to him like he's a little boy. So he know everything, man. Like I keep it real with him, bro.
Cause you keep the fingers in his face, like you be handing them stuff, and you
Like,
be
man,
like, man,
you sure you want to hang with old Eddie Kane? Dang. Like this right here, no joke, man. I'm telling you.
I get it. Because I didn't play football. I played hoop, and I didn't even make it to professional level. I stopped after college. But I still have problems. And basketball is not even a rough sport like football is. And I still, when the weather changes, I can't sleep at night because of my left ankle and my knee and my left shoulder and stuff like that. Yeah, bro. When it gets cold, it acts up. And so, like, just stuff like that. And I'll be like,
so like this started acting up then, right?
What's that? That surgery?
Yeah, I broke my hand when I was 15 on the football field. I mean, our grass was basically like concrete.
Oh, dang, man.
But this was before all the good technology and everything.
Yeah.
So, that too. I ain't show y'all that, but or this. I didn't show y'all. I didn't show y'all like my scar that I got from getting my tricep repaired.
Yeah. Like Lord a gladiator.
Right. And for those that don't know, Spice played the NFL for 9 seasons?
9, yep. They wouldn't give me my 10, dog. It's a conspiracy, man. They wouldn't let me get double digit. That's all I wanted, man.
The double
played
up.
10 years. I had 1 year left.
Because you get the retirement at 10, right? Or the pension, I mean?
No, I mean, it'll just go up. You'll get more money.
Oh, okay, bet.
Man, 9 seasons, bro.
9. I tried to get 10. They wouldn't let me.
And you said you found out via, you was at Disney World, Disneyland? And they was like, hey.
I was on the bus, man. Like, we had just got there. So I was like, we about to have so much fun. Man, got that call on the bus, like, hey, big guy, thinking about letting you go. I was like, man, let me go where? Like, let's go. That was it, man. He called me, the defensive coordinator called me, the defensive line coach, the DB coach. So I felt that was real respectful because a lot of people, they find out while they're just watching ESPN. Like, hold on, man, rewind that. I think it said my name. I seen that happen. I seen that happen a couple of times. So I thought that was cool that they even called me because some people don't even get that call.
That's a cold slice. And you watching TV with the family, like, I love this show. Wait, hold on, let me check it. Yeah. Tony Baker was cut from the Panthers. I'm like, there must be some other Tony Baker on the Panthers that I didn't know about.
My government is Anthony Baker.
Yeah. So. Then they come back, Anthony Baker, number 52.
Not to be confused with his Tony Baker.
They look directly in the camera. We're talking about you, Tony. We're
talking about you. We see you on the couch, disappointed.
Right? You're like, how do you see me? The camera zooming in. When just get in here? Right. You, Tony. Oh, God.
Tony Baker with the black shirt on. It says Skippity Pap. So we're talking about you, sir.
Oh, man.
What kind of sports do your daughters play?
My bad.
Oh, I just wanted to ask what kind of sports your daughters play.
My daughters, my son is into track and field. So he's number 1 in the state in Illinois for shot put, discus, and javelin. So instead of, the girls waiting 2 hours for him to finish practice, they like, oh, let us try. So they just try to do the sport that he does just so they won't be sitting around. But they were doing track and field. But they are basically professional TikTok dancers.
Hey.
Like I can't get a conversation out without them doing one of these numbers. So it's unbelievable. Like they wake up in the morning, I wake them up, hey, get your breakfast. And they're like, okay, now what are we having today? Like they just cannot stop TikToking. It's annoying.
I was just about to ask you, what is your temperament when it comes to it?
I can't stand it, bro.
Because that's me. Like I'd be like,
why you just can't just be normal? Like just answer the question or just walk down the stairs without, doing a move. Like just be normal, man. Like I don't know. Like we had with like Tiger Electronics, you know, like speaking spells or like Game Boy. Like, man, you can get anything at your fingertips now. Like, we actually had to go to a library to research stuff. Like, now you can ask Siri, like, hey, Siri, how many teeth do you have? How many bones are in your body? Like, anything. Like, we had to physically go to a library during business hours to research stuff. And they just got everything right now at their fingertips. And it's just like, I don't get it. Like, now it's like you got to buy kids cell phones earlier. Like, I didn't have a cell phone until I was like 22 or something like that.
I got mine in college. I didn't have one until college.
Yeah, college. I mean, I was goodness gracious. I think I was 18, I think, when I got mine. Because I had a little car. Had a little car at the time. So and I got the same cell phone number, man.
Me too.
Same joint. I ain't never changed it.
Yeah,
I know
me too.
Some folk had to change their stuff because, you know, they
I done got so many, this is my new number. I done got so many of those texts. I got my same number. I just thought about that. Like, I had the same, I got my first cell phone like 2004 or 5. I was a full-grown man, had kids, and I had just
fully realized man.
Yeah, because I was avoiding it as long as I could. I was like, man, I don't want people to reach me. Yeah, I'll call you. I was like a drug dealer. You're like, you want to get in contact with me, meet me at the park bench at noon. Don't bring nobody. Make sure you're not followed. And then I finally got one, and I was full grown though. I was like, all right, give me the stupid cell phone. Yeah. Now it's an addiction. Now stay on this thing now.
Man, listen, man, my kids got passports. I didn't get a passport till I was 25.
Oh, I got a passport like late 30s. Yeah. For me. I wasn't even thinking going somewhere else was no.
Where was you at? You was in Japan? Didn't you go to Japan?
That was the first place I ever went to was Japan. It was because of comedy. And I was like, oh, I got to get a passport. All right. That's when I scrambled to get one. So this was like 2000, probably 10 or 11. Okay. When I finally got a passport.
Because you didn't need them before, though, like that. Like, I remember I would leave the country, but I would, like, go up to Canada or something like that. You just needed your birth certificate. You didn't need a passport. So I was like, I don't need this. And then comedy, it was like, you going to Japan? I had to go get one.
Yeah. Man, you don't need a passport for Canada?
Huh?
You didn't. You do now.
You do now, but you used to didn't know. We used to go up there for spring break.
Gotcha.
We would just drive 3 hours across the border and go.
In Detroit, we used to have a tunnel to Windsor, Canada, and you can be like a lot younger to do like a lot of things out there. Like
pretty
you
much.
Gamble, or I think you could drink when you're like 18 or something.
Everything's
like
18.
There. And so it's a little tunnel that you can take to Detroit to go over to Windsor. So, but now you need a passport to go over there now.
Well, now you're gonna have to have a passport or a real ID just to get on any plane.
I got my real ID already.
I'm not getting a real ID. That's crazy. My passport. I don't trust
Ain't nobody looking for y'all, man.
Maya swears that the CIA wants to gut her and Tony.
Right. Nobody's looking for y'all.
Man, Terminator. We could do something in the future, and then they come back for me.
So I mean, what's the one we have right now? Is it a fake ID? Like, what makes this one so real? It's the same picture, same address.
It looks like the card is a little different. I forgot what they did, but I was like, I just did it because we travel so much. But I was like, this is dumb.
It was stupid, man. It's the same joint. I'm me. Like, I'm not like, it's the picture on there. That's me.
I think on
double check.
Yeah, on your real ID, you got a blue check on it. I think that's what it is. You're verified.
Oh, you verified on your ID.
You got a blue check.
Verified.
But if you got I got the global entry joint. Like, so am I good? Or do you need the real ID as well?
I don't think I have the real ID. I don't remember signing up for that, but I have global entry and clear, I think.
I think if you have global entry, I think you're good.
Okay. I know I got to re-up. I feel like I got to re-up on stuff because
the only reason that's why I did it. The only reason why I did the real ID because my license was finna expire anyway. So since I was getting a new license, I was like, okay, I'll get the real one.
Yeah, mine about to expire too.
It's a
But I
federal
had
thing. I just looked it up. It's federal and it's state. So since I have a passport, I already have a federal ID. And so I'm not going to mix it with the state. I don't know what they're trying to do with this.
So if you got a passport, you good then.
But you need to show it at the airport.
That's fine. I just take it with me now.
I thought they was telling me I needed both.
No, you need either a real ID or a passport. But before, you needed a regular driver's license.
That's trash. I mean, I had to re-up anyway. Whatever.
Yeah.
It didn't cost me no money.
First world problems. Do I need headphones? I feel like I'm the odd man out.
The stuff we complain about, people elsewhere be like, man, I would love to have this.
Yeah.
I
just appreciate how Spice has a plain background. Everybody's always on me for having nothing on my wall. I'm like, well, what y'all need to see?
Yeah.
What y'all need to see? I see Spice. I see his mic. That's all I need to see.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like, I don't need to fake the funk, man.
Where y'all at? What room y'all in? Because I'm in
my bedroom, but I turn everything towards this wall. You know what it is? Maybe I'm weird. I don't like people seeing my house.
That's not weird.
Even when I shoot in one room or I shoot in a certain set. Like, you just see the blinds. Like, I don't like people seeing my house.
That's not weird.
People like that anyway. Like, if you make a viral video, they'll be like, "Oh, look at those socks in the background. What you gonna do about the socks?" Like, "Oh man, you still use Brute deodorant? Look at the Brute deodorant in the back. Oh man, who uses that? You still use Mitchum?" I mean, it's like, and you could come out with something where you telling somebody something very important,
right?
And like, everybody posted, but nobody cared, because there's always somebody in the comments who just like, "Oh man, look at this shirt he got in the back. No, nobody wear cross color no more. Look at this, man." Like, it's always like that, bro.
They will find the
distracted, or they're just distracted. Like, I remember I used to shoot in my garage because I was the only place that was quiet with these kids, and people was like, "What's that in the back? What you got hanging up? Is that a ladder?" I'm like, "Who cares, bro? Like, what?" Right. So now I just do blank walls. It's just the attention span of people is insane.
It's ridiculous, man. I was doing videos and I had the ceiling fan on. And they was like, the ceiling fan is going 90 miles at the ceiling fan. The ceiling, what? It's on. It's summertime. It's doing its job with the ceiling fan. Like, oh my God. Dog.
Yeah. If you notice in my videos, ever since we got the fans in, I'll crop the fan out. I have to crop a ceiling fan.
You have to. Because they'll be like, the ceiling fan.
Yeah, it's like, damn, man. First of all, I'm entertaining you for free. Shut your ass up.
Shut up.
Like, God. It's just annoying.
But the ceiling fan,
Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, I'm blank wall McGee on these things, man. I'm like, you don't need to see nothing. Take this wall.
It's almost the way to go, because everybody be in their background.
Look at that picture of Tony and his cat structure over there.
Oh, you know, the cats, when they be moving around, I get that. Yeah, just who cares? Sick of it, man. Spice, you blew up on social media. When did you blow up? Not the last blow up where you was Kareem, but before that, like, what was the thing that popped? First of all, like, initially, like, what was your motivation to even do stuff like this?
It was basically like a dare. So one of my teammates was like, "Man, you should just put some of your stuff up on social media, dude. It's like, you built for it." But I mean, I couldn't see it. Like, I started all of these accounts and I didn't understand Twitter. I didn't understand none of this stuff. So I'm like, on Instagram, you post a picture and people will like it and they like might write something about it. I was like, that's stupid. I was just like, I had like a one-track mind. It was just like, I was focused on football and everything else to me was just like, you know, I get to it if or when I want to get to it. And that was it. And so, like, I created like all these different accounts so nobody would steal my name. And I never really posted on it until, you know, some of my teammates like Chris Harris and Earl Bennett, they was like, "Dude, you need to start posting more." So what they would do is they would videotape me just being myself, just in the locker room or just like in the training room. And then they would post it on their Twitter channels and Instagram and stuff like that. And they'd be like, look, man, look at the interaction. Like people retweeting it, people talking about it, people commenting. It's like, man, you should do the same thing. And I was like, nah, bro, that's stupid. So I ended up doing it. And I was like, dang, this is kind of tight, dog. This is all right. So I started doing it, and I created I saw this thing that was blowing up on YouTube. It was like stuff white people say, stuff black people say, stuff skinny people say, stuff fat people say. And I was like, nobody really got like a stuff NFL free agents might be going through at the time. So I was like, let me put that out. So I made the video, showed it to Chris here. I was like, man, you think I should put this up on YouTube? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, man, we see this all the time in the locker room, but the world don't get to see it. So put it out. So I put it out, and after that, I was like, dang, man, I might be on to something, bro. So I just started creating more. Then by the time I retired, I was like, I'm going to retire at White Castle. Don't nobody be going to White Castle like that. Like White Castle be getting disrespected. I'm gonna go in there and have my retirement speech at a White Castle. So once I did that White Castle joint, that joint blew up, man. I was going to check my Yahoo account because I still got Yahoo, man. You know, I was going to check my Yahoo account, and it was like on the front page. Joint was like, it said Anthony Spice Adams is the greatest free agent in history. So I'm like, oh, snap. Like, this is crazy. So ever since then, man, the videos have just been blowing up, man. People started to find out about me. And now people be like, dude, you played in the NFL? Like, for real? Like, I thought that was Photoshop. Like, no, this is an actual action shot. So it's crazy, man.
That's dope. And you was able to fall backwards into a whole other career, right? Right when you retired. Man.
Crazy. And my son be like, Dad, you should give it another try. Just like, he want to see me play so bad. Like, I was like, nah, bro. Like, I think I retired and he probably was like three or four. So, I mean, he saw me.
When did you retire? You retired, what,
2011 was my last season. And I retired 2012. Yeah, he want to see me get out there so bad. It's like,
he want to see you with the fresh eyes. Like, man, get on the field, Pops.
Yeah, man.
But you was on the Bears when y'all went to the Super Bowl.
No, man. I came the year after.
Oh, okay.
I came the year after, and I thought
I was heartbroken, man. I was like, damn.
I was pulling for the Bears because they had a black head coach. So I was like,
man. There was two black coaches at Super Bowl.
That's
Tony Dungy, Lovie Smith. I
felt like Tony Dungy though was already like respected.
Yeah,
and I wanted Lovie to win on us so that like Tony, everybody was like, we recognize you as one of the great coaches. But I was like, if Lovie can get on, then it'd be like, oh, they're actually nice at this.
Yeah.
And Tony went ahead and won. It was like, see, only one, and I'm like, damn it. You know, I was like, damn it.
My soul,
man. Tony, all they had to do was keep running the ball with Thomas Jones. They would have won the game. Thomas had, I think, 13 carries for like 130-something yards. Only 13. All they had to do was keep giving him the rock. That's all they had to do. And they tricked it out, man. And then 2010, that was a good year for us, too. We should have won that one that year, too. Man. We were one game away from Super Bowl.
The Bears, man. Being a Bears fan, man, my soul.
I'm a Raiders fan. I don't feel for you.
Y'all got more Super Bowls.
Yeah, but they was all before I was even in my dad's balls. Like it was a long time ago. I never saw it. You saw your team win before. I've never saw my team win.
Yeah. When was the last time they went to the Super Bowl?
When I was in high school, 2002, and they got the hell beat out of them.
Rich Gannon?
Yeah, man.
Rich Gannon could ball, man.
He was dope, but when you go play the team where your former coach know all the plays and y'all change nothing, you're going to get smacked. And that's exactly what happened. Back then they had Charlie Garner.
Garner, yeah.
He was cold. He had 1,000 season. Like they was offensively, they were amazing.
Him and Garrison Hurst, dog. They was like them little backs, them little fast, quick backs, man. I used to like. I'm like heavily into running backs, dude.
Yeah. Like that's why I was happy when Drew made it, when Drew came to the league, because he went to junior high with us. So when he made it to the league, we was like, yeah, Drew. But he was one of them kids we always knew was gonna go. Like I was 2 grades higher than him, but he was buffer than every 8th grader in the school. Like and he was, and then like in the league, he was like every time you looked in the newspaper, it was like Maurice Drew, 2 carries, 300 yards. You're like, how? Like it was insane.
Pocket Hercules, man. He was a good dude, man.
Yeah, that was my guy, man.
Yeah, man, he was cool. I got a chance to kick it with him at Michael Robinson's football camp out in Virginia. Yeah, we chopped it up, man. He real cool, man.
Yeah, Bay Area, man.
Yay, area.
All day, man. I didn't get a chance to say it when Tony was asking, but yeah, I think I became a follower of yours through Tony. But you are one of my favorite follows on IG, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
Like
I
for
appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. I try to keep all my stuff office friendly. So, if you're in the office, you could turn it all the way up and you really got to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
So
I think it was Tony. He kept reposting your videos or mentioning you. And I was like, who is this Spice guy?
Well, you doing it if Tony posts your stuff, because Tony just don't just post anybody's stuff on his page, and it's not like it's a shout out for shout out. Like he don't do those either.
Oh no, I hate that.
It's like if you doing something and Tony posted, then it's like okay.
I was like, this dude funny, man. He consistently makes me laugh.
Oh, he easily. If I had to go and like
easily, he's in my top 5 follows for sure.
Oh yeah, if I had to unfollow everybody and just leave 5 people, Spice is making the cut.
Yeah, easily one of my favorite follows.
That's dope, man.
Spice, I gotta ask you something. Spice, I gotta ask you something. You got 3 daughters. Do you do their hair?
Do I do their hair?
You do their hair.
No, that is the only thing that I suck at.
Why? Why don't you do their hair? What happened?
You suck.
I'm not very good. Like I tried it. I've been on YouTube. I called my mama. Like I FaceTime people. It does not work for me. I've tried. I mean, hours, and I can't do it. But even Superman got kryptonite. You just gotta accept it. And I'm terrible. Like, I mean,
probably the fingers.
Yeah, my fingers is all jacked.
Can't be in there trying to do the hair with
it's in my head, bro. It's in my head, man. I can't do it. And now, my oldest girl now is 10, so it's like I think I'm about to be past that age where
because she cares now. It's too late.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, she'll be like, Dad, you're doing it wrong, man. You can't do a girl's head wrong.
Like
the best you can do is try, and then you be like, "I'm sorry," and then they'll be like,
"She might hit me with the
that.
come on, fam." All right. I guess I gotta chill now.
Yeah.
Come on, fam. Like, all right.
It's not easy.
I can't imagine.
Yeah,
my kids still don't care, but they care, but they're too young to like really care. Because mine, you don't know this, Spice. Mine are 4 and 2.
Oh,
and I cut their hair because I cut my own hair. Like I can cut, and so I cut theirs, and they don't care until after. Then my son be in the mirror, especially the older one. He be in the mirror like, okay, I see what you're doing. I was like, oh, all right. But before that, like if I say you're not getting a haircut, they don't care. But once they get the cut, they be like, oh yeah, I like this.
I gotta show you my work, Keon. I can't cut either. This right here is the piss poorest haircut in the world, bro. I got so much stuff on my phone, but if you see my son's face on this picture, like it describes everything from me as a barber. Oh, it is so bad, bro. And the thing that saved me is that it's quarantine, because there's no way he could go to school looking like this. This was very bad. I gotta find it.
I remember my mom used to cut our hair growing up just to try to save some bread, and I hated it.
Oh, that sounds like a tragedy right there.
Oh, I hated it. And I didn't even know how bad it was until we went back to barbers. And I came to school, and they was like, "Oh, your mom hooked you up this time," and that let me know, like them other ones. It was
This time.
I was like, "Damn it!" Tony just dipped out.
Tony dipped out. He'll come back. Again.
Tony got some technical issues going on
every week now. For like the last, I don't know, like 3 weeks, she had technical difficulties with that internet.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like ever since quarantine, everybody's internet started tripping because everybody was on it so much.
Man,
like my internet is trash.
Yeah, mine. If yours is trash, mine is the juice that's like up under the trash. Like that's what I'm dealing with over here, man.
Like I don't even use my Wi-Fi when I'm like for my phone or anything. We only use it for like the Amazon. Other than that, we just would rather use our data.
My internet is so bad, dude. And you think like if I move to a different area, like it's probably better. Everywhere I move, it's terrible.
I don't get it. And I called, I threatened to like switch companies, so they lowered my bill. That was cool. But it didn't improve any kind of service whatsoever.
Welcome back, Tony.
Would you let your dad do your hair?
My dad, yes, because he's got the dreads, so he understands what you got to do to take care of like a lot of hair.
I understand that too, but I'm just terrible at doing it. I don't think like most people understand how they want their food to taste, but then when they cook it, sometimes it be some trash.
I remember he used to comb my hair out. I don't think he did a lot of braids, but he used to comb it out and make sure that it didn't pull on my head.
I feel like I could do that if I had some hair to do.
Braid?
I could comb you out. I could comb it out. But the braid, you tying stuff up and folding it over and then bringing it. Nah, man. Nope.
You can do it. You can do it.
When my kid's hair was long, it was on my mama and Cotty to do that. I did nothing. Now when we cut it, I'm haircut McGee. I cut their hair. But when they hair, we didn't cut Keelan's hair for the first 3 years of his life, and I didn't touch it. Because when I did, it was just, I was like, Mom, can you just do this?
I can brush, pick, and comb. That's it.
Yeah. The reason why we cut their hair is because my mom's fingers started hurting and she couldn't braid it no more. So we was like, well, it's time for haircuts. But before that, I was like, I got nothing.
Keon's mom hit you with the Happy Gilmore scene. My fingers hurt. What? My fingers hurt.
Excuse me?
Now your back's gonna hurt.
Could you just fix up landscape duty? He was so funny in that role, dog.
Oh my God,
my fingers hurt. What's that?
My fingers hurt. She was all adorable and old. She was like, my fingers hurt.
Oh, you poor thing.
I'll give you a nice warm glass of shut the hell up.
The
way he turned around and said it. That warm glass of shut the hell up.
Yo.
See the name
when I first saw it, I was not expecting him to do that. Because he was like, oh, this is a nice guy. Then he switched it up on us. Comedy.
Funny. Mr. Gilmore.
That's my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
Mine too.
That was classic, man.
Classic.
Uncut Gems. That was really good.
That was good. He did great in that movie.
He did.
But the movie gave me bad nerves. But it was
so much. It was just, I was like, just stop. Bro, stop. The whole movie, I was like, just stop. It was just so much.
My nose was done by the time I left.
It was good, though.
It was good.
I'm still trying to find this picture, by the way.
It was an adrenaline.
Oh, he's still digging it out. I love it when comedians do well in dramas. I'm always rooting for that. I'm just like, yes, we out here.
Was that you that said you didn't like Jim Carrey in 23?
I never saw that movie. I never even bothered to watch it.
Man, he did a great job, man.
I know he can act, though. I know Jim Carrey.
23?
Number 23 with Jim Carrey?
It was good, man.
I didn't see that.
He was basically like this dude who was obsessed with this number 23. And he was an author, and he got obsessed with it. And he did real well. But they say
I could buy Jim Carrey in a drama.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
From what I heard from like casting directions and stuff, is they say that comedians make the best actors because we already touch into so much stuff when we're on stage, talking about so many different emotions and whatnot. That when it comes to acting, it's easy for us to bring stuff like that out because we're already doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
It's just a lot of times they might not want to cast us because they'll be like, oh, you're too funny. People go see you as the funny person.
Yeah.
Or a lot of times audiences are turned off when you go into drama. You got the exceptions like Robin Williams and like
Michael Keaton.
I think that make people respect you more though.
But like the general audience, whenever Jim Carrey would get too serious, nobody showed up. Like nobody watched number 23. It was like, we want to see you funny. And so they never even pulled up. But when Jim would combine drama and comedy together, like the Truman Show, people pulled up for that.
Yeah, that was dope.
But like when he was straight drama, like the Majestic and number 23, people was like, nah. No.
He played Kaufman. Remember when he played Kaufman?
Yeah, he played Andy Kaufman.
Man on the Moon. Yeah, that didn't do well either.
I didn't want to see it.
Nah.
Why? Why didn't you want to see it?
I just didn't care.
You don't care for Kaufman?
What constitutes a movie doing well? Like if they break even?
Yeah, like if the budget is low, let's say you make $5 million, but your budget was like $1 million, you'd be like, all right, okay.
Like that's a win, right?
That's a win, yeah. It depends on how low budget the movie is. And how much they spend on marketing and all that. So that's what constitutes, because movies can be critically acclaimed, but the studio be like, but the money though. So, but for an actor, if you do a critically acclaimed joint and it didn't do well, you still good because it was like the critics loved you, you got an award for your next movie. But the studio be like, but the money. So they be like, we spent $100 million, it only made 30. The money, so.
But the money.
Which is understandable,
I like seeing comedians in dramas, though.
Me too, man.
I want to do a drama.
Oh, man. That's why I started.
I'll do anything.
I told my agents, and I was like, look, man, send me out for these drama,
comedy, whatever. Let's do it.
But I understand what you're saying, too, about the not seeing, they just, when it comes to comedians, I was talking to my brother about this yesterday. I was like, man, I'll post something and be dead ass serious, and people be putting the cry face emoji. I was like, what did I say that was funny?
Right.
Like I was being real right now, and they'd be like, the way you said though, the way you had the inflection on the, you kill me every time. And I'm like, I don't get that. All right, whatever.
Yeah, man.
My brother brought up a point one time. Somebody was asking for directions for our house, and they was like being super dumb about it though. And I was like, man, you dumb. And they fell out laughing. And my brother's like, did they just laugh at you calling them stupid? And I was serious. I was like, you're being dumb right now. Because I was like, we had been going back and forth. I was like irritated. I was like, you're being dumb. And they was like, you crazy, man. I'm like, all right.
Comedians aren't taken seriously. That's not fair.
That's how my kids do me. My kids be laughing at me sometimes. I'll be dead ass. And they be like, Dad, funny, man. I'm like, hey, man, I'm serious. All right? They be cracking up. Do your kids think you funny, Spice?
I think they know, like, I was just about to ask you this. Like, I think they know, like, from the fluctuation of my voice, like, that I'm not trying to be funny in a particular instance. Like, if I go in their room and it ain't clean, and I done told them to clean it up, they know I ain't being funny right now.
Yeah. Serious business.
Yeah. But I think I'm still in that. I'm like a tweener right now when it comes to like being cool. Because now it's kind of like, Dad, you shouldn't do that. Or Dad, this is like, I can see them like cringing if I'm like trying to explain to somebody how to do the whoa. It's like, no, you throw it up in the air, right? And then you look for it. But when you catch it, you got to bring it here like this. And they're like, oh my gosh. So I'm like teeter-tottering around, like still being cool at this stage.
Mm. And do their friends watch your videos?
Yeah. So that dropped Anthony off at school, and everybody like, do the laugh. Do the ha ha laugh. It kills me. So,
because Tony, your kids are grown, so I know they kids watch your stuff. I mean, they're friends.
Yeah, they do. And you know what? Honestly, man,
they be on Twitch. They be on Twitch playing you.
Oh, my son will hit me up like, man, you was playing that scary game? So it's like Sincere watches me on Twitch. I was like, hey, man, thanks, you know? Because he'll pull up, he'll be like, good job on the, he'll be critiquing.
Hilarious.
Good job on the stream last night, Dad. I was in. I'm like, thanks, man. You know, that means a lot.
Giving you pointers.
Yeah, because, you know, that's his world. Video
Yeah.
watching, that's him all day. So he'll be pulling up for that. I'll be like, thanks.
So if you want to get something out of him, you'll play him in the game?
Well, not really, because he plays the game he plays. Like, he'll only play like 2 or 3 like heavy. And so when I first got into video games during the quarantine, we were playing Call of Duty because they were saying they were playing with their cousins and stuff in New Mexico when they came back. Yeah, we can play Warzone. It's cross-platform. So whether you got an Xbox, PlayStation, or PC, we can all play together. I was like, oh. And I was just trying to play with them. I was just like, yeah, I'll do it. And then so we was playing, and then Sincere faded out real quick. He faded out quick. He was on the PC, and so the internet kept messing up, so he was out early. So I was like, damn it. I was still playing with Serene, and then Sabrina was like, yo, you should get on Twitch and stream. That way, you know, you can get money while you do it. And I was like, well, show me the ropes. So that's where I'm at now with it. So, yeah. So whenever I do play, because it's a lot of family time, because now my brother gets on, and then I got my son on, and then Sabrina get on, and then, you know, we'll be playing Call of Duty together. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
Family time. If I can get my mom on, it's complete.
Your mom ain't playing that.
She ain't playing. She ain't getting on, man.
Let me ask y'all two something. Do your kids, because your kids are older and they're at an age, because mine already do it. Are your kids at an age where they care more like about internet stuff versus like TV or movie? Like my sons have seen me on TV before, and they was like, cool. Keelan accidentally ran across me on YouTube and was like, Dad, you're on YouTube. And I was like, bro, I've been on TV.
Yeah.
And he was hype about the YouTube. I was like, what? This is just something I shot upstairs in your room.
Yeah. But it was on YouTube, Dad.
That's all they do is TikTok, YouTube, and you know, because my son is like, he's into basketball, so he's watching like, or what they will do is they actually watch somebody play a game. Like for hours. Oh yeah, like, I need to play a game. Like I don't want to watch somebody else play a game and like commentate on it. Like no, like I gotta play the game. Like he sits there and he watches it, you know. And so he has like his favorite YouTubers and all of that. And my girls are getting into like the makeup tutorials, so they watch that on YouTube. So it's they're more on the internet than they are. And I guarantee you, if I pull the plug from the modem within 0.001 seconds, they'll let me know that the internet is out. Like that's how much they're on.
Yeah. That's the world today, man. Like, you know, Serene and Sincere used to watch people play games for mad long. I'd be like, what y'all watching? Oh, he's playing the video. I'd be like, and then they would be like, and the kids they were watching at the time, this was years ago. They'd be loud and this, that, and the third. I'd be like, this is good to y'all. And right. So, and then Serene slowly faded off. But Sincere would always just watch it. He still does a little bit. And then for me, I was like, people watch you play video games. So now, even when I'm on Twitch and I look at the numbers, people be in there. I'll be on there 8 hours. And I look over, people just still in there, just having a good time. They could be on while they doing other stuff or whatever. And, you know, I got my crew, so we're always interacting with one another. And then I'll dip into the chat. I was like, y'all really just watch us play video games. It's crazy. But there's an audience for it.
It's definitely a generational thing. Because growing up, we were like, we didn't care. You just wanted your turn. Like, you had to get off the game. You was like, damn it. Like, hurry up and lose so I can get back on. And they just still like that. I'm still like that. I don't want to watch somebody else play, but they will watch. Yeah. I hated watching. If I lost, and especially if it was a long line, I'd just leave. I'd be like, let me know when it's my turn again, bro. I'm out.
That's me on Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
Like Mortal Kombat 11, when I lose and I got to go back 5, I'm like, man, I just be sitting there like, man, anyway.
I want to watch somebody else play. I want to play.
I should have picked Liu Kang. I was messing around.
Man, Liu Kang was the key.
Sub-Zero's my guy, man. That's who I always roll with.
Sub-Zero's still dope.
Because he always has the easiest moves to do, no matter what system.
Scorpion had the easiest to me. It was Scorpion's like easy too, right?
Yeah. Scorpion and Sub-Zero is still pretty easy.
Sub-Zero was always like down over and then like A, and he would shoot.
It was like the Hadouken.
Up, down. Yeah, he would. It was real easy, so I would always roll with him, and then I mastered all his moves. So I was just like, I'm being him every time. I wouldn't even let you get a hit in.
Listen, Street Fighter 2, if I pick Ken, I'm not getting off the sticks. I'm telling you, man. I'm illegal with Ken, dog. For real. It seems like Ken is just like that much more gangster than Ryu.
Even though they're the same.
I like Ryu better.
I initially like Ryu better.
I like Ryu better because Ken was blonde, and I just felt like that was softer. So I like Ryu because I was like, well, he harder though. Like Ken, he's a blonde white dude. Like I don't respect this.
Nah,
he had a surfer vibe.
Yeah, so I was just like, I felt like Ryu had been through more like struggle. Like he had missed a meal or two. You know what I mean? Where like Ken, I felt like he knew it both his mom
I felt it was the opposite. I felt like if Ken and Ryu was like just in the same room at the same time, and something popped off. And Ken would be like, you know what? I did it. And Ryu would be like, no, I don't know. It seemed like he'd just be like just too humble to say like, or just like too goody two shoes to be like, yeah, you know, I did it. And Ken would be like, I did it. If it was like a glass broke in your dad's office, right? And your dad came in and Ken and Ryu was in there, Ken would be like, yeah, I did it. Like Ken would own up to it. Ryu would be like, Dad, I was walking past the vase and I didn't want to hit it, but my elbow seemed like, no, Ken would be like, yeah, I knocked it over, Dad. That's my interpretation.
Man. Because remember when you would beat the game, they would have their backstory at the end. And when Ryu was walking by himself, like his story was trash. And I was like, he's been through things. He's been through things.
But did he really?
He was out there by himself. He was alone.
I mean, it's a difference if you've been through something in the suburbs and you've been through something in the city. Like, I think Ken is like from Detroit.
I never beat him with Ken, so I don't know what his story is.
I can't picture blonde people from Detroit, though.
I'm just saying, like he was probably not a natural blind though. Ken probably was going through some things, then was like, you know, I'm gonna switch it up, man. I'm gonna throw some blind in there, man.
I feel like Ken was just like, you know what, Dad cut me off. I'm pissed, and that's how he started fighting.
I feel like he came from money, man. Detroit, you blue collar, you working at the steel mill.
That's what I'm saying.
Company.
Ken was just mad.
Why you from Bloomfield Hills, man? Why you from Bloomfield Hills? Ken is from the D.
I used to like Blanca because once you would.
I used to like him too.
Once you would do enough of them, nobody could get on you when you do the lecture. And I used to like E Honda because once you got somebody in the corner, you just do that until they die.
Him or Chun-Li?
Yeah.
Him or Chun-Li? Who you used to pick, Maya?
She probably didn't play. She was probably like, the government's watching me play the video game.
The screen.
No, I'm more of a Street Fighter 1.
I never got into video games. I never was very good, so my siblings never gave me a turn, and I just did other stuff.
They never gave me a turn.
Maya had one shot.
Maya's Ryu.
She was trash one time. They was like, you know what, Maya, you're done.
Go read something. You're not gonna.
This ain't your world.
Did you
make another chance?
That's usually how you get kicked out. When you guys are a group and you made them lose.
No, I wasn't very good. They were good. I have two brothers and a little sister, and they're really into it. And I just.
Maya was always the one lagging the screen behind on Contra. Like, come on, man, you gotta jump over come on.
I couldn't get past the first level on Sonic, and they were like, you can't get past the first level. All right, fine. I'm not doing all this.
That's so easy.
That's really trash.
They practically grandfather you through the board.
Yeah.
What?
It gets hard till later. You didn't even get to the water.
No.
That's early.
No, I didn't. It didn't ever appeal to me. Video games didn't really appeal to me when I was little.
That's true. Either it's in you or it's not.
Huh.
Yeah. It's the same way with me with seafood. Like, I don't like seafood, and people, what? It's like you cannot make me like seafood. I don't like it. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing that you did. I just don't like it. What, man, you don't like crab? Any word you say, however you say it, is not going to get me to like it.
Facts.
Man, your lobster with the butter on, you put the whatever. I don't like it.
Yeah. People don't like stuff. And now I will say, I just recently, over the past couple of years, started messing with seafood. I was like, oh, it's not that bad. But most of my life, I did not like it. But people be on you if you don't like something. No, you ain't had it made the right way. And it's like,
right.
Like people be on me about sweet potato pie. I don't like it. And people, I'm like, it doesn't matter how you do it. I don't mess with it like that.
No, but you gotta get
because
you gotta get Mabel. You gotta get Miss Mabel to make it.
You know what I mean?
I don't like it.
You call on Jesus. He comes down. He puts a little blood in there. So you got to have the body of Christ
on the main line.
Yeah,
on the main line.
That's like TB. TB don't drink. You know what I'm saying?
It's very rare. I drink like a handful of times a year, but it's nasty. Unless some of them are good, but you don't get no respect for liking the fruity, good tasting drinks.
Which doesn't make sense. Which doesn't. Why do only women get to have good tasting drinks? I got to drink gasoline because I'm a man.
I got to drink
why can I get drunk and have? Why can I get drunk and have a good time and let it taste good as well?
I got to drink the antifreeze straight.
Why do I got to go down to Arco, put 2 on 10, drink it out of the? Why? Why do I got to go to Arco to get drunk? That doesn't make sense.
It's an acquired taste. A whiskey, we got some order over there. It's an acquired taste.
Whiskey?
It's garbage.
Yeah, we got a bottle of whiskey over there. Tell them
it's all nasty.
It's all nasty. Just get used to it. Like people do that with coffee. Good. People be like, coffee. Coffee's disgusting.
Coffee is
I don't like coffee either.
It's just
I don't like coffee either.
Coffee is garbage.
Nasty. You got to, but you put it's nasty.
No, man, you putting all that stuff in it, man. You got to drink.
Even when you butter it up with all the creams and the caramel macchiatos and the latte fiscchiatos, underneath, right when you get past all that sweet mass, that coffee taste be right there at the back of your throat.
It's overbearing.
I hate it.
Did you guys have coffee milk when you were little?
No.
Coffee milk?
Coffee milk? See, this seems to be a New England thing, is that we had chocolate milk, regular milk, and coffee milk in the school cafeteria.
Oh, y'all had it in school? They was juicing y'all up like this?
This is a public school?
This is a public school.
What? Oh, man.
We had coffee milk. And we have coffee syrup, too. The autocrat coffee syrup, you put it on ice cream, just coffee.
I had nothing with the word coffee in it.
How white was your school, Maya?
No, it's mixed. It's a New England thing. We just have coffee milk.
I've never heard of
it. And are you hooked on coffee?
I love coffee.
They were setting you up. For somebody who's so worried about the government, you don't even realize you have been injected with coffee to depend on it now. They did experiments on you guys.
They started early.
I'm okay with that because we didn't need that nap. Everyone else needed a nap after lunch. We didn't need a nap. We just got into math and we kept going. Eyes open like this. Man.
They coffeeed y'all up.
From the time I remember, like kindergarten or something like that, we had coffee milk.
I never heard of that. To this day, I ain't never heard of coffee milk until right now.
Right.
Yeah, I was 8 years old.
Tony, which cat is that? Midnight?
This is Booty Hole.
He got his own butthole, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Hole. It's your booty hole out the shot, bro. This is Midnight, though.
He came in there like, "Excuse me, spread your cheeks and lift your sack." And
show y'all the real stuff.
Yeah, he just gave us the whole.
The whole hole. I'm like, bro,
y'all ain't talking about nothing.
Booty hole McGirt out here. Yo, Spice, even though you showed us your hand and all that, your agility is amazing.
Bruh.
Like the way you be kicking the leg up and doing flips, and I'm just like, yo, man, it's like you weigh a good 100. Moving around, kicking the leg up and then throw. The one where you throw the pitch.
Yeah, that leg be up there, bro.
I'd be like, agility. Have you always been that agile?
Yeah, dog. You gotta blame my mom, dog. Like, because I used to be in the hood.
Spice.
And I used to like I come in the house like with my shirt on and stuff like that because everybody playing basketball, everybody had their shirts off, stuff like that. She'd be like, "You can do anything them little folk can do. You can do anything the little skinny people be doing." Because I was like, I've been big forever. So my mom never let me use that as an excuse. She was like, they can dance, you can dance too. Do your little dance. So she's always entered me in all these dance competitions and everything. So I used to do everything the smaller kids was doing, and it just kind of like stuck. By the time I got to high school, I was doing stuff on the field or like in warm-ups or practice and stuff like that. And they be like, "Man, look at this kid right here, man, this dude." Then I mess around and I was on my back one time and I flipped up, did one of them little kick up things like that, and they was like, "Did you just see that?" Dog, I got signed to Penn State that day. They was like, "Oh, wow. If he doing this, like this is great." I barely even knew how to play football. Like I was just real coachable. Like they told me, "Hey man, go run through this guy." I'd be like, I was that guy. And it was just like, I hustled with everything. Like I was the first one to run up to the drill. I would always stay after to do different things, man. I just wanted to learn. I wanted to be the best. And then, I went to their football camp because they was recruiting an upperclassman that I went to the camp with. And, by the time I left, they had offered me a scholarship. Wow. So I was like, dang, I didn't even know nothing about football, bro. I didn't know who the head coach was, nothing. He said, "Man, you want to go meet Joe Paterno?" I was like, "Okay, whoever this Joe guy is, whoever y'all talking about, I go meet him." I mean, I guess it's the nice thing to do. Y'all offering. I mean, I'm here, so let's go meet him. Like I didn't even know who he was, bro. I didn't know the magnitude, like nothing. Like I just started learning like guard. Because when I first stepped on the football field, they said, "Go line up at guard." I swear to you, I kid you not. I said, "Point guard or shooting guard?" All I knew was like running back, quarterback, wide receiver, linebacker. I didn't know like all the intricacies of the offensive line. Like you got a right guard, left guard, tackle. I didn't know all that stuff, man. I was like, man, they laughed me off the field, bro. But I kept coming back, man, because it was just dope experience. I'm the only child, so being around like a bunch of like brothers, I was like, this is dope, man. So I love that. And then to get the opportunity to just like take out all your aggressions on people and ain't got to worry about that. Like you could physically beat somebody up, dog.
Yeah.
And they ain't got to worry about like no and people cheer.
Yeah.
People cheer it.
The rougher you are, whoa, he's getting
out. You just
what talking about. You see the coaches over there, clipboards flying. Like,
yeah, man, like you really like boom, you get somebody the forearm shiver and you're just like, and then you look up and everybody like, yeah. It's like, all right.
That's
cool.
What we're talking about. You standing
there. Football. I always admired the football players because I played football for 2 years just to pass the time. Baseball and basketball was my thing, and I played football for 2 years just to pass the time. But I was so small that after them 2 years is up, and I started high school, I was like, I saw them dudes out there. I was like, absolutely not. Like I am not doing that.
The only way you could be small and last is if you're extremely quick and fast. And if you're not quick and fast and you're small, it's gonna be a long day for you.
The Darren Sproles out here.
Yeah, when I saw DJ Williams in person, I was like, no, this ain't for me. Granted, DJ was a freak. Like, granted, he was a freak of nature in high school. Like, you're not supposed to be 6'2", 250 running a 10 flat in 100. That doesn't make sense.
DJ was that guy, man.
He was a freak, bro. And I saw him in person. 'Cause I would go to the track meets with my homeboy, and that was the first time I met him. And I was like, oh, this is okay. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not. Like, why? Why would I subject myself to that? That doesn't even make sense.
People just get bigger, stronger, and faster, man. You'd be like, how?
Yeah. I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot these jumpers because I can float over a tall guy, but I can't run through him. So forget it.
Listen, did y'all just see T.O.?
Yeah.
T.O. just ran a 4.4, 46 years old.
Yeah.
46. That man is about to be 50 in 4 years. Dude, as some people who are really good at football or really good at sports, and then you got some people who are just like freaks of nature.
Yeah.
Right.
T.O. is a freak of. How do you break your whole leg in like, I don't know when it was, November, December, and come back and play in the Super Bowl and ball out? Like, dude is amazing, bro. I played 1 year with T.O., my rookie year. And when I tell you, man, this was around the time when the locker room was open 24 hours. Like, I went back into the locker room like 10 o'clock at night or something. Like I left something. I was going back to go get it. T.O. in there getting it, bro. Like, doing all type of crazy sit-ups and all. And this is like 2003. I was like, dude, it's different. Dude, that's dude is a workaholic, bro. Like, seriously. Like, he's a freak of nature.
Some people wired like that, and I admire it because that was never me. I was just like the hardworking guy. I was like, nah, if I'm good enough to do this without the work, I'm going to do it that way. But T.O., like I remember I watched this reality show, and it was Thanksgiving. No one is disciplined on Thanksgiving. He was like, I'll just have the greens and the beans. I was like, on Thanksgiving? Like, he was like, nah, this is it.
Bro, don't eat absolutely no sweets at all. But this was
like, don't at all ever, or
in 2003. Nothing, bro.
That's like discipline, man.
Dude, and some people who are talented, but they don't work hard. This dude is talented and he worked hard.
When you get the double whammy, when you get the double up, it's crazy.
That's bro. Like I saw an article that Ray Allen, until retirement, hadn't had a cheeseburger in 20 years. He was that disciplined about his body.
Wow. That's why, because I always say this about Ray Allen. He looked older and he got game than he did years after that. I'm like, yo, Ray Allen looked young as hell.
He didn't age, bro. He just take care of his body. He still runs a bunch of miles. If you look on his Instagram, he still do all that stuff. He don't even play no more.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, the only reason why I wouldn't have a burger is because of gout. That gout is nothing to mess around with, boy. Like, I don't know what it feel like to get shot. But I mean, the gout, bro. Like, for instance, if I'm in a bed and this is my toe and this is the sheet on the bed, if I put this sheet over my toe, I'm like, like, it is the most excruciating pain ever. And you get gout from, they call it my internet is going out. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, but I love the visual that it's stuck on because I felt the gout. You was like, the gout heard his name and came through the internet like, oh, you talking about me?
You're talking about gout, huh? Yeah. That junk is no joke, bruh. No joke, man. So I was like, after getting that gout, bruh, I just stopped eating meat like altogether. Because you get it from eating too much red meat or food that's high in sugar or rich in sugar. Yeah, seafood, which I don't like anyway. I don't
Does it go away or is that just it? You just got it?
No, you just got it, bro. It's just like it's in your blood. And you can keep it at bay. You got to like, it's like a chemical imbalance. So like uric acid got to be like below 6 or something like that. But you get it from like foods, like you say, seafood. You get it from beer. You get it from foods that's rich in sugar, like ice cream or like too much Kool-Aid. And then you get it from red meat. So I just stopped eating red meat. And then I was like, man, I'm going to take it one step further and just stop eating meat altogether. So I did that for like a year. On the grill, I eat like some grilled chicken or something like that. Just taste testing. Man. But shoot, man, I'm down like 112 pounds now. 112 like pounds. A year and a half.
You lost a whole human, dog.
Yeah, I had to get a whole new wardrobe, man. I had to get a whole new wardrobe. Like if we did this Zoom like a year and a half ago, I would fill out this whole screen, bro. Just like it's crazy. Like you can see some parts of the chair. You couldn't see none of the chair.
You see this chair?
A year. Man. Like you can see it a little bit. Like you would never be able to see this chair a year ago, bro. at all.
112 pounds. That's a lot,
That's
bro.
a lot.
And I see you. You be working out every morning on your live. I'll be like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I be wanting to work out in your house gym because I'm like, man, he got the heavy bag. He got room. I'm over here. I just go outside and then I'll be in the other room. That's it, man.
Man, I got another gym too. This is my gym in the house.
See, in the house, that's dope. You got the space for it, man. You got the real estate.
Yeah.
Now that I went back to the gym when they reopened and they closed it again, I was like, damn it. What do you think? Are you sending your kids back to school in the fall?
No, absolutely not. Nope. They just had a meeting about it. Listened in on it. They giving us the option to send the kids back to school, but it's like the options are like 7 or 8-year-old to wear a mask all day long. Like,
that's
and then when you get to the winter, you got to look for things like a runny nose or a cough or all that type of stuff. Like every kid is gonna have a runny nose in November or December. So you mean to tell me you're gonna check all 20 of those kids every hour on the hour to see if they got COVID or not? Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not sending mine back either. But they're not even doing it. But luckily, my oldest, he's 4. You feel me? So he ain't got real school yet. So I don't really care about sending him back. Like it's not necessary like that anyway. And we've been doing like they start in 3 weeks, but it's gonna be virtual. And we, he's what he doing? His numbers, letters, writing his name. You know what I mean? He ain't doing no serious stuff, and he doing better with me anyway. Just making him do stuff. Because his thing, my son was speech delayed. So we had him in these programs at first, but now that's taken care of. I'm like, all right, well, I'm not pressed to send you to school like that. Like we needed the stuff for you to talk, and we had people come by. But now that you good and you didn't test it off the charts and all this stuff, all right, well, we good here.
Yeah. If the boys were that young, I would feel comfortable sending them back in the fall either. It just seemed too ragged. Everything too raggedy right now.
Yeah.
So I definitely wouldn't feel comfortable sending my boys to school.
Especially kids. Kids just raggedy.
Yeah, the babies, because they already like kids are not the most sanitary creatures on the planet. So
not at all.
They gonna be up there fumbling and touching and coughing and sneezing. And so, mind you, kids are probably more mindful of it now that the world shut down, but just kids being kids. And Sincere, he's just gonna do virtual school for his college next semester. Speaking of that, I got to send them money, but they're not even going back to campus.
You're paying full money for virtual school?
The full tuition, yeah. Because I asked him, because he hit me up, he was like, Dad, it's that time. I'm like, did they bring the price down? And he was like, no, it's the same. I was like,
that's cool.
So the tuitions are not moving. I was
it was Harvard is the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And what's crazy is too, if you're an international student, right? Like I think they're sending people back. Like you got to go back to, I don't know, whatever country that you're from. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even then, like you got to quarantine. So you got to quarantine going to that country, then you got to quarantine coming back. And like, I don't know if they're going to even accept people, because of that.
It's a cold game.
And you still got... It's crazy, bro. Unbelievable.
That's a lot of money for virtual school because MIT puts all their classes online now for free. So, I mean, obviously your son should do what he wants. Very smart kid. We work with him a lot, but I would talk to the school and be like, you ask them for a discount because a lot of kids are leaving. Seriously, ask them. See if they'll give you like 20% off.
I'm all for the discount.
Yeah.
I found in life when you threaten to leave stuff, usually you get something out of it. Every company that I'm with as far as, whether it's cable, whatever, every time I threaten to leave, my bill gets lowered.
Every time
Every time.
I done threatened AT&T 8 times already. I'm out. No, hold on. We found a little deal.
Every
right?
time.
But I'm scared college ain't like this. And he'd be like, Sincere be like, I'm out. He'd be like, bye. And then I'd have messed up his scholarship.
Right.
I ain't gonna push it like that. You know what I mean? I would feel terrible. But man, threaten them, man. Play hardball. They'd be like, bye, Sincere. They'd be like,
Fast forward 5 years from now, he's on the street like, Dad, this is your fault. Smoking a cigarette out of his neck. What about your mouth? You did this.
Yeah.
Can't hurt to ask. All I'm saying is a lot of people are skipping school next year. They're taking gap years. So a lot of the non-top tier schools, like not the top 10 Ivy League or whatever, but everyone else, they have less students. So they might be willing to give you a discount just to keep things going.
I'm fully with the discount.
Side note, by the way, Maya and Tony. So last week, we got, I told you the potty training Kendrick was rough, right? So last week, Cotty was like, you know what? We'll just take him out the pull-ups. Because the pull-ups are stupid. They don't work. Anybody's going to get pull-ups, they're dumb. And she was like, let's just put him in underwear. And if he pees himself, he pees himself. And he did that for 2 days. And for the last week, he ain't had an accident at night, not during the day. He was like, I don't like this at all.
The pressure, man.
That was
like when you feel it.
Until he does.
2 days.
Until he does.
Yeah, well, of course, he's going to mess up. I mean,
and then you're going to be in a rush.
Yeah.
Because you got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you go and see the pee on the sheets. And then you, come on, dog. Come on, man.
The pee on the sheets.
But we definitely should have took him out them pull-ups a long time ago and just let it. Because it was really us, like, I don't want to clean up this piss. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much what it came down to. But it only took 2 days, and he'd been straight. And I was like, all right, we should have did this.
Because peeing in your regular underwear, that hit different.
He came around the corner and stuff. He was like, I'm wet. And I was like, well, this is what you get. I've been telling you this time. He's like, it's on my leg. Like, well, stop doing it. I peed in the toilet. I was like, yeah, okay. That was it.
The drawers ain't built for the absorption, man.
Maybe you're onto something.
He didn't like it.
Listen, we're gonna do one question from the audience real quick, and then we're gonna get up out of here. What we got, man?
Zach Giles, or Giles, if I'm mispronouncing that, I'm sorry, asks, do you think prominent Black society, such as celebrities, politicians, entrepreneurs, etc., should be obligated to keep as much of their dollars in the Black community as possible? I understand that most are active on the political side, but I think it would be more effective to stimulate the Black economy with wealth-generating opportunities. He goes on to cite how Asians, Hispanics, and Middle Eastern people do keep their money within the community, and that's why they are so wealthy. So what do you think? Should prominent Black Americans, it says, be obligated? So not by law, but should they be obligated to keep their money in the Black community?
I personally feel like, forcing people to do stuff, you kind of lose the whole, But there's definite power in doing that. Keeping the Black dollar in the Black community, there's definite power there. And I feel like it only strengthens, us as a community. And we get more respect that way in terms of from the global aspect of it. Because people just look at us as consumers without any real respect on it. So I definitely feel like that would be a great thing to, invest in Black businesses, Black ownership. And every time we would do it historically, we'd be killing. And then they would come and mess it up. And so it's just like, we don't want you to eat here. All right, we'll make our own stuff. And then we start doing it, getting it popping. And then here they come messing it up. So I definitely feel like there's strength in that we should do that more. But that's just me.
Yeah, I agree with Tony. I feel like obligated is too strong of a word for anything, especially when it comes to celebrities and whatnot. I feel like people look to celebrities way too much to do stuff. Like, you ain't talking about this enough, or you're not doing this enough. First of all, you can't tell anybody what to do with their time or their money. All right, you just can't do that. I think that you should do it, like Tony said, it's a very good thing. We should invest in ourselves. We should do all this stuff. We should be social, all that. But to tell somebody they have to do it for the simple fact that they've made a lot of money or that who they are, I think is trash. And why are you looking to a celebrity to do stuff for you? Like people be asking celebrities to do stuff that they can do themselves. Why do you need Puffy to do this? You can do that. You in your neighborhood can get certain people elected and why are you always looking for celebrities to fix everything? They're just people who have a talent and made a lot of money off it. That's it. So obligate is too strong, but I do think that stuff should be done. I've definitely turned up my black spending over the past year. Like, is this black owned? That's my first question. Is this black owned? That's what I'd be trying to do more now, just to keep it in, keep our money within us.
Yeah, I mean, I had to agree with both of y'all, and I think like whoever asked that question, I think like celebrity is a word that's kind of just like thrown around these days or whatever. Like I don't consider myself a celebrity. You know what I mean? Like a hardcore celebrity, like a Beyonce or somebody like that. Like that's a celebrity.
Yeah.
But I do agree with Key on like a lot of on celebrities as like what to do. Like, oh, okay, so Puff is doing this, so I need to do this, or I need to do this a certain way. Like they're the trendsetters, when really they're not. I mean, it's like they put their pants on one leg at a time. It's like anybody else. But I do think that there is power in giving back to your community for sure. So I would agree with that. And I don't think that people are obligated, but I think it does help. It does help with that power and that respect to say that, I'm not, going outside of my community when it comes to my dollars. And so that, your word means a lot. So that, that's why everybody's trying to get us to vote. You know what I mean? Because this vote is about to be like really, really important. So, and I think if we all can come together in all of our respective communities and start voting, then, we could really get this dude up out of here, man, because it is crazy right now.
Well, the problem is, I think when it comes to the voting, we don't pay enough attention to the every 2 years. Everybody only wants to do the presidential. Mm-hmm. That's the one everybody gets gung-ho about. When that's the one that we actually could kind of chill on, it's the other ones that we need to be on. Them local elections and all. That's the stuff that people like, I don't care, but those are the people who you need to work for you. Like that's the people, that's the ones and I think probably over the last 4 years, people have understood the importance of local voting. And so you should just be like, we're going to vote for president, skip the every two. And it's like, that's why the Senate and the House looks the way it does, because nobody cared.
Yep.
They gerrymandered that. They did a lot of tricky stuff
they definitely been cheating. They definitely been doing a lot of illegal stuff, but most people did not care and did not vote.
Yeah. The local elections is where,
most people don't care.
Voting for your judges and your councilmen and your local, that's super important. And I think we're doing a better job at getting that message out there. Like the local elections, y'all, because to be honest with you, both of the presidential choices are trash, in my opinion. And it's just like, you get the lesser of two evils, but the local joints, the ones that we be like, man, who is this? Like when I vote and I see the judges, I'm like, who are these people? I just be like, I'm sitting there reading for the first time on this person. I'm like, all right, so okay, I'm in there tough. Like, what is this prop 6? Oh,
he got too many vowels in his name. I ain't gonna vote for him. He got way too many vowels in his name.
So it's just like, I like his name,
I've been trying to do a
strong man.
I've been trying to do a better job at the local, and Potty definitely helps me with that because she's really into it. But I'm like, I try to look up their history, like, especially when it comes to these judges. I'm like, well, how do you normally?
Your wife?
Yeah, my wife is. My wife is shit.
My wife be on there. Like,
woo, she comes in every day. I was just listening to NPR, and
this is
worked up.
Dude, my wife, I basically drive a car. And I just drive, and my wife says left, right, straight. Oh, you missed. Like that's how I go through everything. Just allow my wife to be my GPS. Like I'm just driving the car.
She be on it. Like when we vote, sometimes I'd be like, "Who we vote? Who we vote for?" And she'd be like, well, but I'd be telling her, I'd be like, but why? Like, at least explain it to me, or like, let me look it up, show me where to go for the info, whatever. But she'd be on, well, this person, he voted against this back in, 1984, and he sent this many black kids to jail. I'd be like, oh yeah, fuck him. And like she'd be on it. She'd be on it, but that's the stuff that people didn't pay attention to until recently. And I think we are doing a better job, but we definitely got to get on it. Presidential, that's cool and whatnot. And
we got to stop with these write-ins too, man.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop voting for Hennessy. Don't vote for Harambe. Like, cut it out.
So dumb, man.
I mean, like what is it? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gonna write in Kanye. Some people gonna write in Lil Uzi Vert. Some people gonna write in like all of this crazy stuff, and it's taken away from people who actually need the votes.
And some people in some states, I'm like, I don't get as mad about. Like, we live in California. California is going to be blue no matter what, every time. So I don't really be pressed as much when people are being stupid in California, because I'm like, it's going to be blue, even no matter how that's just what we do. But like, I'm not condoning it, but I don't be as pressed. But in other places, I'm like, yo, you probably should take this a little more serious.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Well, Spice, man, I want to thank you for coming on the show. We would love to have you back.
Absolutely,
in the future.
Oh, no problem, man.
Please.
We bring people back all the time. We would love to have you back. Anything you want to plug?
Nothing.
No, we at the crib. Anything you want to plug real quick?
Yeah, dog. I'm glad you asked that, man. Make sure y'all go to iTunes. Y'all type in Tony Baker and get the ringtones. Get the skip diddly D.
Spice is the one that put me on the ringtone.
Get the
straight up.
Damn Rudy. That's all I want to plug, dog.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you for dropping that info on me too. I'm like, oh, word? Okay. And yo, man, thank you, bro. Keon, what you got going?
I ain't got nothing going on, man. Like, what we doing? We got the show Friday.
We got the show Friday with Kev on stage. You can buy a virtual ticket so you can watch the show live as we do it. That's on the 31st of this month. You can click the link in my bio on my Instagram right now. You can get the ticket. You can go to Kev.
They can't get tickets to the actual show though, right? That's already taken care
That's
of.
just a small audience.
Yeah, I know it's a small audience, but like, how do people? Nobody can buy tickets for that.
As far as I know, we're not selling tickets for that. That's like the basic crew, 6 feet apart. So there's only like a dozen, but we'll link at the bottom so that everybody can buy tickets.
Okay, because people think we're doing a virtual show, and I was trying to explain to them, like, we're doing a live comedy show. It's just the audience is really small, socially distanced, and you guys are allowed to watch us do this show. But we're not doing like a Zoom, because then people started hitting me up like, oh, you want to do my stuff? No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing live comedy again. It's just you get to see it. But other than that, I got nothing, man. Where we going?
Catch me on Twitch, Tony Baker Comedy, TonyBakerComedy.com. The ringtones is out here, so pull up to those. And don't forget, remember, if you got any questions, ask us in the comment section on YouTube. We'll tackle them on the show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.
Peace.